This guy had a dream. The dream of becoming a movie star, come to Hollywood, become a director, producer, writer, and those who, in the opinion of others, will never become. After all, he does not have finances for this, and he moved from New York to Los Angeles to Hollywood. And once the day came, after all the difficulties that were in the beginning, without falling on television and in the cinema, he decided to write a script, and in the end, he finished him. It was Rocky. It's all about dreams. The dream is available to everyone. You do not need to pay for it. The most difficult thing is to follow your dream. Do not betray your dream. We all live for one reason, for the sake of faith in a dream. I believed in her, and she became real. If I succeeded, it can, and each of you. I sat in my small apartment. As far as I remember, she was so small that I could, sitting in the middle of the room, open the door and window, not getting up. Room 2.5 by 2.7 meters, but still. But she was good in the fact that she was not too battered. I already wanted to fall asleep, and usually I went to bed with a notebook and a pen, and I wrote all sorts of different stories. Most of them were madly banal. But writing is a special process, about dreams that have not come true. And I was always close to this topic. After all, I think that the dream is the most stable, and I believe that dreams are extremely difficult to achieve, because many do not value time and do not understand that there may be a chance. At some point, I realized that it was time to move to California, and in fact, I don't even understand how at that moment I managed to get out of the situation. I even tried to sell the dog, because either I will do it or I will even have nothing to feed it. And one night, I went to watch the Battle of Muhammad Ali, and at one point it seemed to him not to win. After all, it was a special moment, and this in some way served as an impetus for my work. The idea of a man who is fighting for his life, and so that everything works out, is only one chance. And I started writing. I was just obsessed with this script, and 3 days later I finished the script of Rocky. And this is a script, not the one that can be called complete. There were probably 90 pages, and probably 10% was about the final scene, but I finished it. First, I met with Bob Sholdiff and Irwin Winkler. As far as I remember, it was an invitation to casting. We talked a little, and I was not taken as an actor. And before I went out, I said, I don't know whether it has this meaning or not, but I write a little. I have a script with history. There is a story about a fighter, and there is a story about a boxer. Well, Carrie, and this would not have happened. I would not stop at that moment. Therefore, I tell all the actors and writers, do not give up, continue to speak. Maybe you will hook it and tell you, come on, come back. If they had not said, return or bring the script, show me what you wrote, I would not sit here. So you need to give them due for their attention and patience, for giving me a chance. But this is no longer possible, unfortunately. In fact, when I brought the script to them, the script was very interesting to them. But the fact that they were not interested in is that I want to star in this film. After all, the actor of me was useless. But at that moment, I thought that such opportunities were not lying on the floor. I wanted to do it not for the sake of money, and I did not even imagine how much I would lose. But then I began to realize it. But before that, 25 awards, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I didn't even dream of such money, because at the time of filming I had $106 in my pocket, and I had to sell the dog. In general, things went badly. My car exploded for $40, so I drove to work by bus. And still, it did not matter. I just wanted to leave this role behind myself. $100,000, $175,000, $250,000. I was offered this money, and when it came to $330,000, and in my opinion, even to $360,000 to be a scientist, to understand that this would help to cope with poverty, because there is not much and necessary for life. And I began to think that I, nevertheless, even having such money in my hands, would not have achieved a good life. And I thought, somewhere deep down I understood that if I sell the script, and the film would become very popular if I do not shoot in it, I will not forgive myself. This is what is called come for good luck. Well, You understand situations when you say, "But let me try. I will do it. Maybe I'm wrong. And maybe I will fall asleep." But I still allowed myself to believe it. At that moment, we worked with cameras on experimental stabilizers of Garrett Brown. Manual stabilizers. We shot on the railway, in the city center, on a runway. Well, that is, on the banks of the river. We were looking for shots until my legs simply refused. At that moment I fell to the ground and stood up and said, "John, I'll die now." No, use it. Use the pain. I said, "For what?" "Yes, my legs are falling off now, but this is part of your hero. Show how deep it is." I said, "I am already bruised. Because of the pain, I cannot sleep at night." There was a scene. We arrived at the docks and there was a ship. It was the most ordinary pier. So, come on, jump, and run with all your might. And this ship, and I'm running and running. My legs have already shown. It seemed to me that I would fall and break my face. I will knock out my teeth, break the chin, face on asphalt, and I will have a flat face, as in cartoons. It was hard for me, but I still coped with this. The world around is an unfriendly place. It is full of scoundrels and dirt, and it does not matter how persistent you are. He will put you on his knees and will not let you stand if you allow you. Not you, not me. No one beats like life. But the point is not how much you beat. The fact is what blow you are able to accept and continue your path, how much you can accept and continue to go. Only so they win. If you know your price, then go and get your own. But be ready and take a blow. And do not poke your finger and blame someone. He is to blame. She is to blame. But anyone. So do cowards. But this is not you. You are above this. You cannot be alone. Success is not achieved alone. When you come to the right ideas, you will find the right people who are devoted to you. Then you will feel invulnerable. Perhaps you will make mistakes, but you will understand that not everything is lost in life yet. At the end of our lives, if we can admit ourselves, yes, we fell, but we were able to rise, and we can say that my life was full-fledged, and that despite all the defeats, I am still able to win. I think that this, what you need to strive for, it's all about dreams. The dream is available to everyone. You do not need to pay for it. The most difficult thing is to follow your dream. Do not betray your dreams. We all live for one reason. For the sake of faith in a dream. I believed in her and she became real. If I did it, then each of you can. Friends, subscribe if you want to hear more stories like this from famous people.